from LP Savani Riverside School, Krupali Home. Hello students, our fourth chapter of the 7th standard is heat, and as we already seen about the transfer of heat, heat is transferred always from hotter object to the cooler object. Now in today's session, with the help of activity, we are going to learn something new, basic principle regarding the heat. Heat water in a small pan or a beaker. Collect some articles such as a steel spoon, plastic scale, pencil and divider. What you have to do is you have to collect some articles as like steel spoon means metal article, plastic scale and pencil, it is a wooden article, and divider. Dip one end of each this article in hot water and wait for a few minutes. You have to do exactly, you can show it right here. Take pencils, dividers, scales, etc. And then after you have to put it in the beaker, fill it with the hot water and then wait for the few minutes. Touch the other end. Enter your observation in table 4.3. Here we have table number 4.3. What you have to do is, here you have to write the name of articles as like steel spoon, pencils, divider, plastic scales, etc. Material with the article is made of means if steel spoon is of metal, then you have to mention here metal. If you are writing here pencil in the article column, then you have to write it here wooden. And does the other end get hot or not? This observation table, here you have to write your observation. What you observe after performing the activity is you have to write in the last column of the table. The material which allow the heat to pass through them easily are called conductors of the heat. It means when you putting something inside this beaker and after few minutes if you try to touch the another end which is not immersed inside the water, then if you are feeling hot, then it is the conductor of heat. Why? Because that object which is halfly immersed inside the water will allow to heat pass from the water to your hand, it means towards the second end. But if you will touch to the plastic scale or a wooden scale, pencil, you will not feel hot as you feel in the case of metal spoon. Why? Because this plastic and pencil will not allow heat to pass through it. Conductor means, once again I am saying, the material which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductors of the heat. For example, aluminium, iron and copper. These all three are the conductors of heat. The material which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are poor conductors of heat such as plastic and wood. This is the define of conductor of heat and this is the define of insulators. Insulator means the object which are not allow heat to pass through them. Not allow heat to pass through them easily are called poor conductors. And the example of poor conductor is plastic and the wood. Poor conductors are also known as the insulator. You can say poor conductor also, and instead of poor conductors you can use the word insulators. The water and air are poor conductors of heat. Then how does the heat transfer take place in this substance? Let's find out. As we know, heat, water and the air is the poor conductor of the heat, but then even heat is transferred from both the medium. But how? Let's see by one more activity. Take round bottom flask. Round bottom flask means whose flask bottom is the round and here is bulb-like structure. It's a round bottom flask. If flask is not available, a beaker can be used. Fill it to thirds with water. Place it on a tripod or make some arrangement to place the flask in such a way that you can heat it by placing a candle below it. Wait till the water in the flask is flask is steel. It means what you have to do is first take the round bottom flask and fill water inside that flask and arrange it on the tripod, and under tripod put a candle. Wait till the water in the flask is still. It means you have to remain flask undisturbed. Place a crystal of potassium permanganate at the bottom of the flask gently using a straw. With the help of straw, you have to put a crystal. Crystal means solid tablet like structure. You have to put at the bottom of the flask with the help of straw. Whose crystal? Potassium permanganate. It is of dark purple color. Now heat the water by placing the candle just below the crystal. What you have to do here in this activity is take one flask and fill it with the water. With the help of burner or candle, you can heat it and place the water filled round bottom flask on the tripod stand, or such a arrangement under that candle can take place. Then after, with the help of straw, put the crystal of potassium permanganate at the bottom of flask such a way that water will not get disturbed. Then after, exactly under the crystal of potassium permanganate, burn the candle. You have to burn the candle exactly under the crystal of the potassium permanganate. Then after, write your observation in your notebook and also draw a picture of what you observe. You have to observe all the condition and draw pictures of your observations. When water is heated, the water near the flame gets hot. Hot water rises up. The cold water from the sides moves down towards the source of heat. This water gets hot and rises, and water from the sides moves down. This process continues till the wall water gets heated. This mode of heat transfer is known as convection. Listen. Here, when you will start the burning of candle, what will happen inside the flask? The purple color will mix with the water, and you can observe that it will go upside. It means in the upper direction. And just imagine, if this water is going towards the upper side, then what's about the place will done here? It will replace by the cold water of the upper side. It means bottom water which is already heated by this candle will be go upside, and the upper surface water which is cooler than the bottom will take place of the downside water. It means besides the wall water will get lower side, and from the middle water will get upper side, and it will continuous up until and unless the wall water of the flask will be get heated samely. And this is process where water will be circulated in the flask. It is called convection. Means this mode of heat transfer is known as convection. How does the heat travel in air? In which direction does the smoke go? The air near the heat source goes and rises. The air from the sides comes in to take its place. In this way, the air gets heated. The following activity confirms this idea. We will learn about the water, but what's about the case in the air? We will see in the next session.